Hello, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. And today we're going to be talking about the Game Awards, or specifically one award in general, the Game of the Year award. Now, look, we all predicted this. None of us are surprised by this in any way, shape, or form. The Game Awards just happened. I watched the whole thing, unfortunately, and my God, was it boring. I can't tell you, I lost count how many times I fell asleep watching that live stream. It was just god awful. Absolutely fucking horrible. I mean, the only reason I watched this because I heard that maybe there was going to be a God of War video. That they were going to tell us more about God of War, but it turned out to all be a complete lie. I mean, I think if I remember correctly, they announced that there's going to be a new Mass Effect, which great. I mean, okay. I was never a big fan of the Mass Effect franchise, if I'm being honest. So if you're a fan of Mass Effect, I guess that's great for you. But that's not what we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about Naughty Dog winning Game of the Year. Last of Us Part 2 winning Game of the Year, which again, none of us are surprised by this. We all knew that Last of Us Part 2 was going to win since it decided to check all the boxes. Of course, it was going to win. Which is why, again, it's why so many of us look at the Game Awards and say, you know what? You guys mean absolutely nothing. Like, seriously, dildos have more value than these fucking statues, than these fucking awards. These mean nothing. Because, like this person said, the people's voice is the real game of the year. Yes, Ghost of Tsushima, which, if you guys remember, won the player's choice for game of the year. This is the only one that actually matters because this was voted on by fans, actual gamers. Ghost of Tsushima, if you talk to anyone at least with common fucking sense will tell you that Ghost of Tsushima is the genuine real game of the year. This was the game that every single gamer who played it loved, and the only people who did not hate it are a bunch of lunatics on Twitter who like to scree about everything. People on Twitter who said that this was appropriating Japanese culture, even though people from Japan, Japan, the country that you're saying America's appropriating, that Sucker Punch is appropriating, have said they love this game. Once again, these people being called out for being the losers that they are. Called out by the very same people that they claim to defend. Ghost of Tsushima is the real game of the year. We all know this. None of us, anyone with a working brain knows this. This is just nothing. This is a nothing award. Now, the reason why I'm even making this video is not only to call out the BS of this the Last of Us Part 2 winning the award, but it's also to address something. Now, I've been talking to one of my followers. Now, you already know who you are. You don't even need to say it. Which, by the way, you guys can do that too. If you have something you want to ask me, you can just DM me on Twitter. You can find my Twitter handle in my channel if you guys want to. And we were talking, and he was asking me if I was going to do a rant on The Last of Us Part 2 winning Game of the Year. Now, originally, yes, I was going to do it. I was going to do it. Believe me, I had full plans to do it. Like, it was going to be the first scripted video that I ever make on my channel, and I was going to go all in on that rant, just destroying this absurdity. But I started thinking about it. First of all, like I said, I was watching the stream. I got so bored, I started falling asleep, and then when it finally ended, I did fall asleep. So I started thinking about it, and you know what? Maybe it's not even worth the effort because and originally I was going to do it, but then something happened, which is this happened. Ghost of Tsushima won the player's choice for game of the year. Now, you have to know that this idiot saw this and it is killing him. It is fucking killing him that the people, the ones who actually do matter, have spoken. They told you that your game is not game of the year. Your game, this Last of Us Part 2, which you think is your magnum opus, which you think is just the absolute bestest, gamest of the yearest. Just the absolute best thing that's ever been made since humanity was created by God Himself. The people looked at you and said, no, your game is not game of the year. Your game is crap. You are a hack. You thought you made something absolutely fantastic, but all you did was piss people off. All you did was show your fans the hack that you actually are. And you showed everyone that you were not the one responsible for the original Last of Us. You were not responsible for anything to do with the Uncharted franchise. When it comes to Uncharted, Amy Hennig was the one who was responsible for Uncharted. Bruce Straley was the one who was responsible for The Last of Us. We saw what happened when you were the one who was solely in charge of The Last of Us Part 2, and well, it turned out to be an absolute piece of dog shit. And people saw that. Not only that, you also showed yourself to be a petty, pathetic human being who could not stand anyone saying anything negative about something that you made. And when this happened, this, believe me, was cathartic. When this happened, I started to think, you know what, maybe I don't need to make that video. Because again, the people have spoken. People have stood up and said, you know what? No, your game does not deserve this. Your game does not deserve to be called the player's voice. Is the people have picked Ghost of Tsushima as their game of the year, as it should be, because this was a game that is loved by the majority. Whereas your game, all it did was split people down the middle, and it caused nothing but division in the fandom. And you know that. You set out to do that since the beginning. And you deserve it. You deserve to have this haunt your every waking moment. And you know that's true. You know how much this is going to piss him off. And that is all I need. The fact that this guy is now going to go on for the rest of his life knowing that the fans have looked at his game and said no, and said, fuck you. We do not like your game. Your game is not game of the year. Ghost of Tsushima is game of the year. This award you got, this is nothing. And you know it's nothing. You know this award show was rigged from the beginning. You know that. You don't need us to tell you that. And the people watching this, all the people who are out there who stand The Last of Us Part 2, they know that too. They know that this was rigged from the beginning. They knew that Last of Us Part 2 was going to win the awards because it checked the right boxes, because it pushed the right message, because the people working behind it had the right politics. That's the only reason why it won. It's not because it's a good game, because it's not. It's not a good game. It's just not. Ask anyone with common sense and they'll tell you that it is not a good game. That's all I have to say on this. Thank you so much for watching this. Please like, share, and subscribe if you like what I do here. And remember to click on the bell icon, because that way you'll be notified whenever I post a brand new video. Thank you so much for watching again. Please remember to stay safe and take care of yourselves as always, and join me for the next video. Bye for now.